We're literally seeing an epidemic of these issues in the United States right now.
Dr. Robert Melillo is the co-founder of Brain Balance Centers.
1 out of every 10 children in the United States now is diagnosed with ADHD, and that's a real increase.
My name is Dr. Robert Melillo. My life's mission is to help kids and families with special needs. My wife, Carolyn, makes it all possible. Welcome to our family.
Hello, welcome to our show. I'm Dr. Robert Melillo. This is my wife, Carolyn. Today we're talking about Tourette's syndrome. So we're going to start out with what's in the headlines because there's been a lot of news lately. And one is that the CDC, Center for Disease Control, just recently came out and showed that Tourette's has increased again to now affecting 6 per 1,000 children.
That's a lot. That's
Yes.
a lot.
And it's increasing, just like ADHD, just like autism, just like OCD. All these things are increasing significantly.
And a lot of kids with ADHD also have OCD and Tourette's. Like, I thought they were all different issues, but they're all connected somehow in the brain.
No, well, first of all, they're really all neurologically the same. You remember we did that drawing a couple of shows
Right.
ago, and we talked about these loops in the brain. But essentially, the right side of the brain inhibits a lot of our actions and our behaviors and our thoughts, and the left side of the brain really activates those things. So what you see with these kids is that they have these weaknesses in the right side of the brain, and they all have these incredible left brain skills.
Sure. I mean, they're usually considered highly intelligent, highly articulate, very artistic.
Right. Right. And in matter of fact, there was another article that came out that actually said that 1/3 of individuals with OCD have Tourette's, or 1/3 of people with Tourette's have OCD. So that really speaks to that. That really, when you look at ADHD, 70% of those that have ADHD have at least one other diagnosis, and most commonly is Tourette's and OCD.
So it's neurological. So people with tics, they cannot help it.
They can't stop it.
They cannot control it.
Right, and that's also, why we need to do some sort of neurological treatment. You can't just manage it behaviorally. It's really difficult.
Right.
So
right.
another study actually showed that we're looking at, with Tourette's, we have 3 times as many more males than females. And this is what we consistently see with a lot of these right brain
Right.
delays. Autism is 5 times more common in males than
And
ADHD.
why?
We had talked a little bit about it, but basically it's because when we look at these problems, they seem to, most of them probably start in the womb. And when the right brain is developing in the womb and for the first 2 to 3 years of life. So if there's anything that interferes with the developmental trajectory of the brain, it affects the right brain more than the left. But many of these people are also really skilled. But we also see that men are more right brain dominant. And what most people don't know is that we actually start off in the womb as men, and we need to be converted. So any environmental factors that affect that will affect the development of the male brain.
I see. Okay, now we have a Twitter from LB Paints. Art has a great impact on children with Tourette's. Abstract art, doodling in particular, is relaxing and reduces symptoms. I've seen amazing results at various stages. In more severe stages, I suggest painting with safe materials. That is a fantastic suggestion. I mean, there are so many non-toxic art supplies out there anyway, but art, and our next guest will prove, is such an amazing field for somebody with Tourette's to go into.
What I find really particular about that is that abstract art is really a right brain type of art, where realistic art is left brain. So what they're looking at is art that stimulates specifically the right side helps. So that's
fantastic.
Great.
Right.
Okay, so stay tuned, because when we come back, we'll meet one man who has taken his day-to-day life with Tourette's to the big screen. His story when we return.